Bristol Schools Connection is a charity that works with churches across Bristol to help them connect with their local schools.
This academic year has been one of the most bizarre and hardest years for our schools. Lockdown has presented them with so many new challenges, and that's why it's been so important for churches across the Bristol area to continue to connect with their local schools, to encourage staff, to cheer them on, and to offer support in any way that they can. And it's been a huge privilege for myself and for Liz to carry on the work of Bristol Schools Connection during this time and to help churches as they go about this really important work. So we thought that you might be interested in hearing some of the stories from lockdown of how churches have connected with our local schools. So enjoy watching this, and we just want to say thank you for being part of this story. We really do thank God for you.
Right at the start, we emailed the staff and have done so since as well, just letting them know we're thinking about them and praying for them and offering any support actually that they might want.
Well, we've been carrying on with weekly assemblies via Zoom, and with the secondary school we've been continuing to mentor students via email, and then also just trying to keep in touch with the staff we know there and support them in any way we can.
So a really simple thing we did was the head asked, we sent out an email to the churches about putting together a lunchbox, 15 quid's worth of local goods from your local supermarket. I thought, you know, maybe we get 10 boxes, 20 boxes, and actually we had over 50 in the end.
Well, during term 5, we dropped off biscuits and cards of encouragement on the last week for exhausted teachers and heads. And in term 6, we organised a delivery of Domino's pizzas and Krispy Kreme donuts for a thank you staff lunch.
Our main connection has been doing assemblies, which they have used on the school YouTube channel.
The first thing to say is the way in which our community cafe has been able to work with the school to provide food parcels for children and families in our community who might have been running out of basic provisions.
Well, we've been recording weekly assemblies. We've been promoting the Bristol Schools Connection lovely Year 6 transition materials. We've produced a Year 6 leavers service, offered listening support to all staff.
And we also managed to run a socially distanced prayer space for the 80 or so Year 6 children who had returned in term 6, and managed to share the online resources for home prayer space with the 16 or so children who were still learning at home.
At the beginning of lockdown, we also offered some practical help, and we've helped with making breakfast food parcels that went out in the May half term. We're planning to do the same again over the summer holiday.
And we're able to run a transition space using activities created by Bristol Schools Connection and Prayer Space in Schools.
We did a session for Year 7s, which was good to be back, and good to be back in the school meeting a few staff and students, so there's hope there.
Any connection we've made with the school has been really positive, and I think they just know that we are there for them and we're praying for them.
And it just took the pressure off the head every other week to not have to do a couple of hours of prep in terms of an assembly, and it was lovely. It was really good, and we're gonna keep doing that.
And all the teachers and the head teacher all said the children were really engaging, and most joined in any action prayers that we did during assemblies.
The school was overwhelmed by the pizza delivery thank you lunch.
Well, the response has been great. And our head staff and parents have commented on how much the children have loved the assemblies and activities.
I think with the students, there was a lot of relief that we were continuing just to have something else that's consistent over lockdown, and to be able to just chat through all of the changes they're experiencing, whether it's at school or at home with friendships. So that's been really good, and I think also same with the teachers, keeping the pastoral care up has been good, I think.
Children and teachers found the transition space very helpful, and they appreciated having a bit of space to be still, to think, and to put some of their thoughts down.
Got fantastic and encouraging stories from Bristol and the surrounding area. And on behalf of Bristol Schools Connection and the trustees, we want to thank Liz and Jane for the work they've been doing. We want to thank them for pulling this together so that they can share those stories with all of us. And we want to thank God for his faithfulness over the last few years. We've been on this journey together as things have evolved and things have moved on and things have emerged. We want to thank you all. We want to thank you all for watching, for engaging with us, for your prayers and for your practical support, and for just being there, being part of this story, a story of churches and schools linking up across this city and beyond in innovative and imaginative ways. And we want to see that continue into the future. As well as thanking you, we want to encourage you, and we want you to be encouraged to continue to be part of that ongoing story. We live in uncertain times. We live in changing times. But together we serve God, who is the same yesterday, today, and forever. We have a dream, and that dream is that together we will see God at work in the links that are made across this city in church, between churches and schools. This is an emerging and evolving story, so we value the part that you play in allowing it to continue. And despite the fact that we can't meet up together, we can't see you, we can't gather together, we want to ensure that we keep you in touch as we turn the page into the next part of the story in the autumn and winter terms. So just thank you.